provide explanations regarding ongoing challenges affecting service delivery. Scientists highlight that nuclear energy can be harnessed in power generating industries as one of the solutions Africa urgently needs to address its energy challenges. On the international scene, Thailand has made the recreational use of cannabis illegal again. My name is Olivnet, and it's always a pleasure to have you with us. And for today's edition, we have various stories. Please stay with us. Now, kicking off the edition, the Chamber of Deputies has resolved to summon the Minister of Local Government and the Minister of ICT and Innovation within a period of no more than 3 months to provide oral explanations regarding ongoing challenges affecting service delivery in decentralized local government entities. This resolution was passed on Tuesday, June 4th, 26, during a plenary session in which deputies analyzed a report outlining issues still hindering effective service delivery to citizens. Among the problems highlighted were administrative cells lacking electricity, forcing local leaders to travel frequently to access services at the sector level. Other issues include staff shortages, low wages for employees, and their overall negative impact on public service provision. In the area of technology, citizens raised concerns about slow internet connectivity, especially in education-related services, and problems related to cross-border movement that continue to affect people living in Rwanda's border areas. The Chamber resolved that the two ministers must appear within 3 months to respond to these issues in person. The Speaker of the Chamber of Deputies, Gertrude Kazargwa, emphasized that the decisions outlined in the report must be shared with the relevant institutions to ensure they are prepared to provide detailed explanations when the time comes. The Deputy Speaker, Honorable Belin Wineza, stated that the 3-month period is sufficient for the concerned ministries to respond appropriately. As part of this investigative process, deputies visited 237 sectors across all districts of Rwanda and the city of Kigali, prioritizing those that had not been visited during field visits conducted between January and February 2025. To the energy sector, scientists highlight that nuclear energy can be harnessed in power-generating industries as one of the solutions Africa urgently needs to address its energy challenges. And this comes ahead of the upcoming Nuclear Energy Innovation Summit for Africa, set to take place in Kigali starting Monday next week. Adam Squizera has more on this.
Africa has people who still lack access to electricity due to limited capacity of existing power plants. According to Dr. Fidan Dahayo, CEO of the Rwanda Atomic Energy Board, affirms that nuclear energy is not solely used for developing weapons, as many believe, but can safely be used for peaceful purposes such as power generation.
So we are not doing nuclear weapons. We are just looking for energy solutions to address the problem of energy poverty in Africa. As you know, more than 600 million Africans don't have access to electricity. But also we have ambitious development agendas that will require a reliable and stable source of energy for their implementation.
Experts suggest that small modular reactors and microreactors could offer a viable solution, providing a more scalable and cost-effective approach to producing nuclear energy. Minister of Infrastructure Dr. Jimmy Gasore says that Africa is actively exploring how such nuclear technologies could provide a sustainable solution to the continent's persistent power shortages.
When you look at the development of Africa and Rwanda in particular, we know that we are having a very fast-paced growth across the continent. We know that we need more energy than we can provide only using conventional energy sources. We are also in the world where we have to be mindful of climate and climate change. And most of energy sources that are reliable are not climate friendly. That I meant coal or fossil fuel-based energy sources. So nuclear energy is one of the most reliable, safe, and clean energy sources. So we are here to really discuss about the conference But in the conference, we also look at how we can work together as African to join forces. This is a highly regulated sector, the nuclear energy. There are a number of regulatory hurdles one has to go through to achieve the first nuclear generation, nuclear power.
Dr. Lassina Zelbo, chairperson of the Rwanda Atomic Energy Board, adds that small modular reactors and microreactors are expected to create new opportunities for Africa's youth, both in terms of employment and skills development.
And we're bringing experts from around the world to share experience, because those who have already implemented those type of technology or who are developing it, so that young people from Africa can follow suit and then build the capital necessary to do what is just needed for our industrialization and development. And that's what the small modular reactor and the micro modular reactor will help us do for Rwanda and then for the continent.
Rwanda is set to host the Nuclear Energy Innovation Summit for Africa from 30th June to 1st July 2025. This summit will bring together global leaders, policymakers, scientists, financiers, and industry experts to explore how advanced nuclear technologies can address Africa's urgent energy challenges and contribute to sustainable development across the continent.
Now to economic activities, Rwanda is set to attract new investors from Kenya following several days of bilateral discussions held in Kigali under the Rwanda-Kenya Trade Week initiative. This program aims to strengthen trade ties between Rwanda and Kenya while opening doors for investors from both countries to operate freely and conveniently across borders. William Evans has the report.
Mr. Omotieno, a representative of a Kenyan paint manufacturing company, said that after only a few days in Rwanda and learning about the business-friendly environment for foreign investors, he plans to open a branch of his company in Rwanda within the next few months.
We came to see the market and to see our potential customers. How we've seen these are growing market. We've seen new buildings. There are some contractors who are also planning to put up new buildings. So very soon we are having our plans, most probably by the end of the year, to set up a plant for Rwanda so that we are able to supply our clients in time. We have high quality products, like we have waterproofing paint, which very few, we could be the first company in this region or in this country to have it. We also have luxury satin, which gives a very luxurious finish to your walls. So that is a German-based technology. So we are ahead in terms of technology. So we see ourselves ahead of our competitors.
Parivatan Sharma, another Kenyan investor attending the Rwanda-Kenya Trade Week, confirms that he also initiated talks with relevant authorities, open his business operations in Rwanda.
Aerobin is a off-the-grid organic composter which seamlessly integrates smart waste management into everyday life. It can transform your kitchen scraps like your vegetable peels, fruit peels, coffee grounds, tea bags and dry leaves into compost off the grid. No electricity is required, no manual intervention and no additives. So it does composting on site, at your home, in your community, without any manual intervention, and the whole process is orderless. Well, we are in the process of identifying a partner to work with, appoint a distributor soon, and we're already in advanced talks with a couple of guys who would be who are very much interested and are very progressive in this very same field. So we hope to open business in 2025 if that's our plan. Let's see how well we can get in. Yeah.
On the Rwandan side, local entrepreneurs also expressed optimism, saying that Kenya has shown clear readiness and they're ready to seize the opportunity.
Our main business is export. We export out of Rwanda, but we also sell locally. So it was very exciting for us to be in the Rwanda-Kenya Trade Week because we do want to open our doors to intra-region trade. Trade
and investments from Kenya into Rwanda have continued to grow, especially after Rwanda joined the East African community. Kenya is currently among the top sources of foreign direct investment into Rwanda. According to the National Bank of Rwanda, Kenya ranks second with $469.8 million, following Mauritius, which ranks first with $1.382 billion. William Evans, RTV News.
To the education sector, the administration of the University of Lay Adventist of Kigali has called on 1,331 graduates who received their degrees this Thursday to use the knowledge they have acquired to create jobs instead of waiting to be employed. This was the 19th graduation ceremony. Awards including laptops, scholarships and cash prizes were given to the top performing students. The graduates expressed that they are now ready to apply what they have learned and contribute to the development of their country.
I urge you that what you achieved from UNILAC is good enough to support you in creating jobs. Therefore, as you graduate now, you have the opportunity to continue striving towards even greater goals. Excelling in all facets of life requires discipline, leadership, and character.
The Deputy Vice-Chancellor for Academics, Professor Jean Gamige, urging graduates to put the knowledge acquired from the university to good use and bring positive change to their communities. Dr. Theonest Ndikubwimana, the head of the Quality Standard Department at the Higher Education Council in Rwanda, told the graduates that they are now beginning a journey of innovation, shaping a bright future for themselves and for their home countries.
Today's ceremony is a proof of resilience, sacrifice, and the will to rise. You have earned more than a degree. You have earned the opportunity to innovate, to lead, to serve, and to shape your future and that of your respective nations. As you step out into a fast-changing world, know that this moment marks the beginning of your real journey.
Degrees awarded today are both from undergraduate and postgraduate students in programs including law, information technology, environmental studies and accounting. In addition to these, the university has recently introduced a new program in education. UNILAC was established in 1997 and has campuses in Rwamagana and Nyanza. Still on the education sector, the Mother Mary International School Complex has awarded graduation certificates to its senior students and held a farewell ceremony for those completing primary school. A total of 360 students from over 40 different countries completed their studies at Mother Mary School Complex. Among them, 58 graduated from the nursery level, 102 from primary school, and 120 from the program IGCSE, which it's the first level of secondary education, and 80 students graduated from the secondary level and secondary education. Students shared that the school provided them with high quality knowledge and meets international standards.
To this school, I was in grade 5. I was a very shy person. I didn't think that I could make friends easily. But as I said in my speech that I gave today, this school feels like a family. It feels like coming home to a tons of cousins. Even though I don't speak to each and every one of them, essentially they feel closer to me. So it has helped me build my self-confidence, my self-esteem, and also it helps develop my my creative skills, critical thinking, and also my ideas. Since I had a YouTube channel, they helped me build it up with the education. So it definitely shaped me into a very good person, as I'm now able to speak in front of the camera. I'm able to speak to every person, I guess.
When I came to this school, I was not a shy person. I was open, but I got to realize that you have to be open and be serious when time is when it's the right time. Before I used to be like, oh, why become serious when it's just people are going to see every day. But I didn't realize that being serious is not all about everyday life. You can be serious at home, you can be serious at school, you can be serious in your studies. And when you try to become serious in your life, everything goes well. So I can thank the school for showing me how to be serious, and also by providing me with a friendly environment. It's easy to make friends from different countries, different backgrounds, different religions.
The administration of the school stated that the students at the institution received a well-rounded education that prepares them for both academic excellence and practical life skills.
Well, as Mother Mary, we usually have internships, so that is a cutting edge for us. So I believe that that will push us or make us have a difference. So our kids will be transformed, competent, will be people who can present their CVs with confidence. We also have debates, we have storytelling, we have essay writing, we have poetry, and so on. Spelling bee, when you look at the plan, the year planner for next academic year 2025-2026, it's really packed. We have put a lot of activities so that these kids, when they leave Mother Mary, they are really solid. They are fully baked, not half baked.
Moving ahead to other matters, as the world marks June 26 as the International Day Against Drug Abuse, data from Rwanda shows that alcohol ranks first among the most abused substances in the country. Among the leading substances include alcoholic beverages, and however, they are not the only ones. There are others, including cannabis, heroin, and other chemical substances that cause rapid intoxication, such as ethanol and methanol, continue to destroy lives, mostly among the young people. Of the more than 600 people apprehended for selling, transporting, or using drugs by June 2025, over 400 are young people. What are the main reasons behind these alcohol? Are some individuals who have used them. The consequences of drug abuse affect not only the users themselves, but also their families and the country at large. Rwanda has a vision of becoming a drug-free country. This is why strong efforts have been put into combating and preventing drug use, as well as rehabilitating users to bring them back on the right path. Currently, there are 4 rehabilitation centers in Rwanda, and these centers are helping rehabilitate over 6,000 individuals, and more than 2,000 of whom have been addicted to drugs. In addition to rehabilitation, Rwanda has also established medical facilities to help those affected by drug abuse. For example, in Kenya sector, in Kigali city, the government has built the Kigali Mental Health Referral Hospital, which treats various mental illnesses. At this hospital, there are currently 14 people who have been receiving treatment for over 3 months for mental health issues caused by drug abuse. After rehabilitation and treatment, medical experts say that a person can fully recover and live a healthy life. However, Rwandan society still stigmatizes those who have been to rehabilitation centers, labeling them as delinquents, thieves, and other negative stereotypes. The Rwanda National Police states that it will continue to fight against drug traffickers and users as they destroy the country and its people. To more news, experts in quantity surveying, including cost estimation, contract management, and supervision in construction from 15 African countries have gathered in Kigali for a regional conference. Participants are calling on construction contractors to act with integrity and avoid abandoning projects before completion, as this hinders urban development. Enora Gladys has the report.
Urban development in Rwanda and across Africa is reflected in modern buildings and infrastructure. Some of those involved in this process are attending the conference, where they are exchanging ideas and expertise on building sustainable, safe and livable cities. Some of the quantity surveyors from various African countries, they believe the continent has great potential for rapid urban development, but this requires strong collaboration, as emphasized by a participant from Zambia.
After the conference, I hope to see quantity surveyors in Rwanda and on the continent gaining a lot of knowledge regarding the role that quantity surveyors have in the built environment, which is the construction industry. I know that there are a lot of people that do not really understand what quantity surveyors do, and this should help show people that we are able to provide a very good service in the construction industry. Africa Association of Quantity Surveyors, and we have Rwanda Institute of Quantity Surveyors as our partner. You know, there's a lot of regional integration that is going on. You've got groups like SADC, you've got East African Community, you've got ECOWAS in West Africa, and people are trying to unify on the political side, the economical side. But I think in terms of quantity surveying, we also want to make sure that we collaborate and we build our forces together so that we are able to provide a very good service on the continent.
Regina Charles, the chairman of the Rwanda Institute of Quantity Surveyors, stressed the importance of professional integrity to accelerate effective urban planning. The Director General of Urbanization, Housing and Human Settlement at the Ministry of Infrastructure, Dr. Jack Ngarambe, stated that regional cooperation among African experts is key to sustainable and modern construction practices.
In Rwanda, the construction sector has seen tremendous growth, as you might have observed yourselves, mostly in recent years. It has become a cornerstone of our development. This progress would not have been possible without professionals like yourselves, especially quantity surveyors. As we reflect on Rwanda's journey from post-conflict reconstruction to ambitions and continent-leading infrastructure development, we see the construction sector as a key driver of socio-economic transformation, infrastructure, as well as economic development. And it's not just about building roads and buildings. It's about building livelihoods, supporting communities, and driving long-term economic resilience. And none of this would happen or will happen without the precision, foresight, and dedication.
The conference is expected to produce resolutions aimed at building the capacity of construction professionals and strengthening regional collaboration. In its Vision 2050, Rwanda is committed to achieving fully modern and inclusive urban housing and infrastructure development across all socio-economic levels.
Thank you, Nora. Moving ahead, the African Professional Congresses, known as CAP, are bringing together experienced executives from across Africa for high-level seminars that prioritize shared learning, peer exchange, and innovative problem-solving by benchmarking on what Rwanda has achieved as a developing hub.
We are here with 5 countries from Côte d'Ivoire, Togo, Gabon, Benin, Senegal. Yeah, so we gather here, Gabon too. We gather them here, and they can learn how Rwanda are growing up. So they are going back to their country to try to implement what they learn here in Kigali. So we want to say thank you to government of Rwanda, to say thank you to different institutions of Rwanda, like Rwanda Standard Board, Rwanda Revenue. They are with us in the panel to explain how Kigali, how Rwanda is growing, and how they be like a model for them. With CAP Africa, we address the different issue in that industry, human resources and quality and management, and propose a good resolution to improve how they can help people to be in a good health when they are working, and also to help people to provide very good service. Yeah.
Rooted in the principle of professional co-development, CAP provides a unique space where experts from diverse sectors come together not only to train, but also to learn from each other and co-design practical solutions to today's most pressing professional challenges, focused on telling the African story and keeping the African standards.
Too long time ago, it's difficult for Africa to write their own story. So we need people from other countries to come and tell about how Africa is do it. But with CAP Africa, we are on actor of our story. We are the person in charge to write it, to do it, and to keep it for next generation. So with CAP Africa, we help people to learn more about Africa in the African language, in African model, and with Africa standard too.
During lapse moments, laying hooks. breakfast with family, Inyange is always there. Whatever the occasion, whatever the moment, always ask for Inyange.
Nyiri muto arababwiraga data bati ntabwo agira umukamo mwinshi utunze inkimwe, ariko nigeze acika intege. Mama akinjira mu bucuruzi hari abamubwiraga bati ntabwo watera imbere udakorera mu iduka rigezweho, ariko ntibyamusubije inyuma, yakoranaga umwete. Njya muri kaminuza hari abanshidikanyagaho bavuga ko nashobora kaminuza naturuka mu muryango wifashije, ariko byarangiye nanditse amateka mashya. Igihe cyo gutera ishema umuryango wanjye kigeze, bamwe bakomeje kumbwira bati ntabwo watera umuryango wawe ibyishimo n'ishema, ariko narabishoboye. Hari abakekaga ko nasigira umurage ukomeye abankomokaho, ariko ubu mfite uruganda rutunganya amata. Banki ya Kigali yabaye umufatanyabikorwa wanjye mu rugendo rwose, inzozi zanjye ziba impamo. Bigereho.
Muyobozi wa sosiyete, turakwibutsa ko buri sosiyete isabwa n'itegeko kubika ibitabo bya sosiyete ndetse no gushyikiriza RDB amakuru abikubiyemo. Ibyo bitabo birimo igitabo cy'abanyamigabane, icy'abagenewe inyungu ku migabane, inyandiko y'amakuru ya sosiyete, ibaruramari ngarukamwaka n'izindi. Gutanga amakuru y'ugenewe inyungu ku migabane wanyura kuri bo.rdb.rw, naho gutanga izindi nyandiko ukanyura kuri org.rdb.rw.
Welcome back. You're still watching RTV News Now. To the international scene, Thailand has recriminalized recreational cannabis use, reversing its 2022 legalization amid growing concerns over social harm, threatening $1 billion industry that has flourished in just 3 years. Al Jazeera has more on this.
Head out onto any major street in Thailand these days, and you'll see shops like this. Some offer the prospect of fun times. Others look more like a pharmacy, but they're all selling the same thing: cannabis. Inside, a head-spinning array of choice, all carefully engineered strains. But after 3 years on the open market, this is a controlled substance once again.
I don't know how they can reverse this now. It's absolutely insane. There's shops everywhere. So how do they reverse this? I don't think they can. Now that they've opened it to be completely free like this, I think they're going to struggle to reverse this availability that's here.
From Thursday, to buy cannabis in Thailand, you'll need a certificate from a medical professional. Conditions from cancer to insomnia qualify. Recreational use does not.
I still say strain.
But for an industry that's grown from nothing to a major employer in just 3 years, this is going to be a big hit.
The economy has been struggling. I think during COVID, cannabis gave the economy a very nice spike. And now at a time when the economy is not doing well, it's definitely going to take a hit. It is $1 billion industry.
The political party that pioneered legislation, Bum Jai Thai, left the ruling coalition last week. Some suspect this might be an act of political revenge. But few other governments in the region have followed Thailand's relaxation of the strict rules on drugs.
The Thai government's also coming under external pressure to tighten up the industry because people are taking it out of the country. This is enough cannabis to potentially get you a death sentence in Malaysia, Indonesia, or Singapore.
Others are more relaxed. Cannabis culture is already deeply embedded in Thailand, and there's one green that's always well received here, the one that folds in your wallet. Tony Cheng, Al Jazeera, Bangkok.
And the story brings us to the end of tonight's bulletin, but before we leave, a reminder of the top stories that made this edition. The Chamber of Deputies has resolved to summon the Minister of Local Government and the Minister of ICT and Innovation to provide explanations regarding ongoing challenges affecting service delivery. Scientists highlight that nuclear energy can be harnessed in power-generating industries as one of the solutions Africa urgently needs to address its energy challenges. On the international scene, Thailand has made the recreational use of cannabis illegal again. And that marks the end of today's bulletin. Thank you for joining us. On behalf of the entire news team, we wish you a restful night. Goodbye.
Umugoroba mwiza kuri mwe mwese mudukurikiye, tubahaye ikaze ku makuru y'iteganyagihe mwateguriwe n'ikigo cy'u Rwanda cy'ubumenyi bw'ikirere Meteo Rwanda.